The small town of Ridgewood, Ohio, was usually quiet, where neighbors still waved at each other and kids played until the streetlights came on. But on the morning of September 13th, 2023, panic shook the town. 8-year-old Lily Carter vanished. Her mother, Sarah Carter, called the police after searching every corner of their home. Lily's pink shoes were still by the front door, her backpack was in the living room, but she was gone. The only clue was a half-written note on the kitchen counter. "Come to the party. It's going to be so much fun." The handwriting was jagged, like a child's scrawl, but Sarah swore it wasn't Lily's. The search began. By noon, Ridgewood police had issued an Amber Alert. Officers went door to door, drones flew overhead, and volunteers combed the woods. The entire community was desperate. But something was strange. Balloons began showing up around town. Bright red balloons tied to stop signs, porches, and even the school gate where Lily attended third grade. Each balloon had a small tag. "Lily's birthday surprise, tonight at 8 p.m. But Lily's birthday wasn't until December. A clue in the woods. Detective Mark Jensen, who had worked missing child cases before, followed a trail of balloons leading out of town into the wooded area near an abandoned roller rink, closed for over 20 years. Locals whispered it was cursed. 3 children had disappeared there in the 90s, never to be found. Inside the rink's broken windows, Jensen saw faint lights flickering. He called for backup, but decided to enter first. The smell of old wood and mildew filled the air. Streamers hung from the rafters, covered in dust, but freshly placed birthday hats sat on a cracked counter. On a table lay a cake, its frosting uneven, with the words, "Happy Birthday, Lily." And there she was, the birthday surprise. Lily sat in a chair, tied with colorful ribbons, her face pale and tear-streaked. Her wrists were bound, but not tightly enough to cause harm. It was like someone was staging a game. Around her, stuffed animals sat in chairs as guests, each with a balloon tied to their paws. "Detective, please, don't let them sing again." Before Jensen could untie her, music filled the rink. An old cassette player clicked, and the warped sound of children singing "Happy Birthday" echoed through the empty space. The voices were distorted, overlapping, wrong. Suddenly, a figure stepped out from the shadows, the party host. It was Mr. Harold Graves, a retired janitor who had once worked at the roller rink before it closed. The townspeople thought he'd moved away years ago. His face was painted with smeared clown makeup, and he carried a balloon bouquet. "She wanted a party. They all do. No one should be lonely on their special day," Graves said in a sing-song voice. Detective Jensen aimed his gun. "Let her go." Graves tilted his head. "Oh no, you don't understand. She was chosen, just like the others. The party must go on." He motioned toward the far wall. Jensen's stomach turned. Photographs were pinned there, dozens of them, showing children smiling at birthday tables. The dates written beneath each picture matched the days those kids had vanished in Ridgewood's history. The escape. Lily began crying harder as Graves inched closer. The distorted birthday song looped again, louder this time. Jensen fired a warning shot into the ceiling. Graves dropped the balloons but lunged with a broken bottle. Jensen wrestled him to the ground, shouting for backup. The clown makeup smeared across the floor, making him look more monstrous. With one hand, he managed to cut Lily free. She bolted into his arms, clinging to him. "Please, don't let them blow out the candles." The final horror. Backup arrived and Graves was arrested, screaming, "It's not me! The party makes me do it! They need the birthday! They'll never stop!" As officers dragged him out, Jensen looked back at the table. The cake's candles were lit now, though no one had touched them. The flames flickered in the shape of tiny faces, distorted and screaming silently. Before Jensen could move, a gust of wind swept through the rink, extinguishing the candles. The room went deathly silent. And then, faintly, Jensen heard children laughing. Aftermath. Lily was reunited with her mother that night. The town celebrated her safe return, but Detective Jensen couldn't shake the feeling that the ordeal wasn't over. Graves was locked in the county jail, but he spent every night singing happy birthday to himself, scratching balloon shapes onto the walls. And in Ridgewood, red balloons still appeared at random, sometimes tied to a swing set, sometimes floating in the middle of the road. Each balloon carried the same tag: the party isn't over.